A new path forward for recreational marijuana in Minnesota. Today, state regulators said they're changing plans to hand out cannabis licenses amid a growing number of lawsuits.
Investigative reporter Ryan Raish has been following legalization efforts for more than a year now, and he says this new development may lead to even more drama in court.
Yeah, guys, the reason for this change is because the Office of Cannabis Management is still trying to open this market up next year. The timeline got very murky, though, ever since a judge put a hold on the first licensed lottery set for late last month. This is a major setback for those initially approved, and there remains a lot of frustration.
After extensive evaluation,
this crowd of hopeful cannabis license holders who have been in a holding pattern for weeks gathered around a TV today, eager for answers.
Today, we're announcing the end of the license pre-approval process.
The Office of Cannabis Management officially calling off its first so-called pre-approval license lottery. It was set aside for applicants to get a jump start on growing plants, finding retail space, and funding.
So this is not great news.
The move comes after several applicants sued, saying the state wrongly rejected their bids. But those who were approved are now fed up too.
It would be known as Lucky Bud Cannabis Company.
Scott Smith dreamed of starting his own cannabis store serving cabin country north of Brainerd. As a veteran, he qualified for that much anticipated first lottery until it was put on hold and now officially scrapped.
We were very disheartened. We wondered, should we continue? We would have never done this if they would not have had a social equity problem.
In its announcement today, OCM said everyone approved, like Scott, can still move forward with licensing in the spring. But it appears they will now fight for a limited number of licenses among a bigger pool of applicants.
These are small entrepreneurs. By definition, they don't have a lot of capital. They're being yanked around like crazy in this process and running out of time.
How would you characterize this current state?
Any state, when they open up their markets and they begin to do licensing, ends up with litigation.
Layli Fatahi runs a local consulting firm working with hopeful cannabis business owners. Her team is now considering a new lawsuit so that initial lottery can still happen.
Frustration, delays, uncertainty, moving goalposts. These are all things that are part and parcel of operating in this industry. And so, we really encourage folks to think about that when they're putting together their business plans.
Those plans have been years in the making. Minnesota's first big step into marijuana happened in 2022 when state lawmakers made a surprise move and legalized low-dose hemp-derived drinks and gummies. The following year, Minnesota became the 23rd state to legalize recreational marijuana, or cannabis as they call it, and the Office of Cannabis Management was born.
How many people are going to be filling this office space?
By the time we are fully staffed up, we're going to have about 150.
By 2025, the agency planned to start handing out a limited number of cannabis licenses. Veterans and those impacted by the criminalization of marijuana are first in line. Only about a third of the 1,800 applicants made it to the lottery until the state called it off.
While this announcement today does not fully address the disappointment of the 648 qualified applicants, our commitments to the principles of social equity is undiminished.
Now, the backdrop of all of this is OCM still does not have a permanent director. The governor's office has said interim director Charlene Briner is best suited to handle this critical time as the industry is just getting started. But as we've reported, she is not interested in the permanent job, Kevin.
I think the natural question a lot of people have is when are dispensaries opening?
Yes, and if you ask OCM, they still believe retail sales will happen next year, but a lot of people are skeptical. One of the main points of having that pre-approval lottery is would-be growers could start planting seeds. It takes months for plants to grow, and the idea is some plants would be mature once retail shops are ready to go. So it remains to be seen if the supply will be there to meet demand when all this gets going.
Yeah, you can understand the questions.
You can't have a store if you don't have a product.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Ryan.
Ryan, thank you.